Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope Logan goes after a new man in October. It's suspected that Hope ends up with Carter Walton next, especially with Bill Spencer and Katie Logan's reunion putatively imminent. So, could Hope and Carter face a complication if Thomas Forrester returns from Paris suddenly single again? Steffy Forrester Finnegan gives Hope a grueling claim during the week. Although the meeting ended on Friday with Hope asking if her line was cut, there could be a twist. While it seems the answer is yes, could there be an interesting twist? Maybe Steffy's challenge is that Hope can keep her fashion line, but only if she can stay down from John Finnegan. It seems Steffy's big beef is that kiss and Hope continually trying to get near to Finn. Steffy also wants to be sure that Hope doesn't turn into Brooke Logan, so I could see Steffy issuing this challenge as a way to break multiple problems that formerly. Steffy might also reason that Hope's line isn't doing well because she's not concentrated on it. Maybe if Hope stopped featuring about Finn so much, she'd actually get some work done. Hope Logan's new man. Hope is supposed to go after a new man in October. Hope tells Finn that it would be stylish for both of them if they don't see each other. So, Hope is surely taking Steffy's challenge seriously. With Will Spencer trying to reunite Bill and Katie, Carter will be single soon enough. While Hope might try to move on, will Finn still be in the deep corners of her mind? Another intriguing twist could be if Thomas returns from Paris suddenly single. Thomas and Paris Buckingham are engaged and living in Paris with Douglas Forrester still. What if the engagement falls piecemeal and Thomas comes back to Los Angeles? Could Thomas give Hope another complication? How will Thomas's return affect Hope and Steffy's feud? Hope might try to concentrate on Carter, especially if he treats her well, which he would. Still, could Thomas's return make Hope feel disaccorded each over again? Hope Logan anticipated scrutiny but didn't anticipate to have her fashion line ended. That happened because of particular business opinions. Steffy Forrester Finnegan's decision to shut down Hope for the future makes business sense. Steffy also wants to educate Hope assignment. Everyone accepts Steffy's choice except Brooke Logan. She knows that Taylor Hayes' son is playing off the Logan-Forrester feud, or, as Hope would name it, the Forrester-Logan battle. Her hubby's putatively sweet kinsman boxed Steffy. In a super sharp turn, Luna, not her mama, was revealed as the killer. It's one of the better riddle suspensors in recent times. But the Luna plot was wrapped in fine fashion, with a wink to Forrester Creations' Chuck and adulation. Observers also noted the group meeting at the Forrester manse to bandy the plot and climax. It was a nice touch. Now that that tale has been told, it's time to return to regular order. That means Hope's day of judgment has arrived. Trying to reignite a triangle is dangerous. Hope learned that switching in John Finnegan for Liam Spencer was foolish. Steffy came rightfully maddened when Hope kissed Finn. That came after he tried to convert Hope to stop hitting on him. The distraught passion Steffy held led her to attempt to leave city. But Luna struck before she could fly down. They're going after Finn, which continues to produce a slinging effect. Steffy's warnings to Hope about HFTF being ended were a precursor to what's passing. Hope's mistake was believing she could take on Steffy and win. She blinked the consequences of losing. Just as Finn and Lee Finnegan brought justice to Luna's life, Steffy injects that into Hope's. The outgrowth is that her eponymous fashion line ends, despite edging in that into Hope's. The outgrowth is that her eponymous fashion line ends, despite the fact that it has been a true sensation for times. Hope will also find that the particular strife she created for Finn will be vexing. She'll tell him they shouldn't be alone to prove her responsibility, which is surprising because she didn't want to cut off her so-called fellowship with him until now. Might the jotting staff blend it up and have Finn come attracted to Hope, or develop a script where both characters are put in an insolvable position? Sure, this is cleaner. But until commodity happens, Finn is with Steffy, and Hope is being tutored to assignment in Los Angeles, California. Hope Logan's obsession on John Finnegan will suddenly come a thing of the history when she realizes another man is the one she needs. After Steffy Forrester leaves Hope upset that she's truly going to cut Hope for the future, Hope will scramble to stop her. This plot will also lead to Hope latching onto a new Joe, so all signs point to Carter. Walton Carter might be Hope's stylish chance at satisfying Steffy to keep Hope for the future around. It seems likely Hope will move forward with some temptation sweats and try to get Carter on her side. Hope may principally be manipulating Carter in the morning, but effects could take an important deeper turn between them down the road. At some point, Hope might open her eyes and see that Carter is the whole package. Carter happens to be kind, smart, successful, fit, handsome and single, so he really checks all the boxes. Hope may come to realize Carter is everything she wants in a man, and stylish of all, she doesn't have to contend with another woman for him. Unlike Finn, Carter's heart doesn't belong to anyone differently right now. Carter has also been burned in his fair share of loves, so he presumably wouldn't be in any rush to head to the balcony. Hope ran into some trouble with Thomas Forrester since he was so eager to tie the knot. With Carter, maybe Hope can take her time laying a real foundation with him. Carter and Hope have the eventuality to fall madly in love, but that doesn't mean the road ahead will be without obstacles. Steffy should really support the idea of Hope pursuing literally any man who isn't Finn or a Forrester. Indeed so, Steffy considers Carter a friend and may be defensive of him, especially if she suspects Hope is just using Carter to keep her fashion line alive. Still, Steffy might change her tune and appreciate Hope's distraction as time goes on. Still, she may breathe a shriek of relief and hope her rival is moving on, if Steffy sees real love starting to bloom between Hope and Carter. Carter and Hope could come a hot B&B couple to root for, so stick with us for updates on their possible love story and prognostications on Steffy's response to the news. Thomas Forrester has been busy living his stylish life with Paris Buckingham and Douglas Forrester, at least that's what Thomas wants everyone to believe. In reality, no bone can say for sure whether Thomas is truly as happy as he claims to be. A lot can be off-screen, especially when we're talking about two characters who rushed into an engagement so snappily. Thomas wasted no time in putting a ring on Paris Cutlet, but that doesn't mean these two will actually tie the knot. There are many ways B&B can play this to maximize the drama as Hope Logan eventually moves on. Still, you're in luck if you're tired of watching Hope chase after a man who wants nothing to do with her. Hope is nearly done fixating on John Finnegan according to fall exercise spoilers. Grounded on all the hints about Hope's new riddle Joe, it seems likely she's going to get paired up with Carter. Walton Hope may have some ulterior motives beforehand unrelated to her line, but real love could develop with Carter ultimately. What happens? Formerly Thomas gets updates on Hope actually moving on with someone special. Thomas told Hope that's what he wanted, but will he lament it once Hope and Carter start erecting a life together? It's easy to imagine covetousness creeping back in for Thomas, especially if he's formerly having problems with Paris. Thomas's familiar Hope preoccupation could resurface and beget Paris to leave him. Also again, Thomas might break effects off with Paris rather and eventually decide he's been chaffing himself this whole time. Although Thomas allowed he could let Hope go, perhaps he'll realize he's CAN'd and that it's not fair to string Paris along. Whatever the case, Hope could have a real dilemma on her hands if Thomas's engagement to Paris falls piecemeal. What happens if Thomas shifts his perspective and decides marriage is no longer a must-have? Still, she could have a torn heart if she's formerly falling for Carter, if Thomas comes home wanting Hope back. Hope might scuffle with whether to reunite with Thomas or stick with Carter as the new pious man in her life. Thomas will reply to Hope's surprising romantic news down the road, so we'll bring you prognostications on his coming move.